Hello everyone, Kevin Sexton here of Sexton Creations, and this is my top 10 list of artist-client relationships. Alright, so what's number one? Where do you start off this? Well, if anyone approaches you as an artist to do some work for them, the first thing you want to ask them, have you ever checked out my work? That's, right there may save you a lot of problems right off the get-go. Because if they're, hear that you're an artist and they've never checked out your stuff and they're wanting some work done, the last thing you want to do is someone wants you to come up and want you to do children's artwork, but yet you're a sci-fi horror artist. So they can be, if that's not resolved right off the bat, right from the get-go, you're going to run into a lot of stumbling blocks. First thing you need to do is really, if you're not seeing my work, show them what you do. And if they're not receptive to that right off the bat, then you need to try to get out of that situation quick as possible. Because like I said, the biggest thing that artists don't realize, time is money. And the amount of time you waste on dealing with a client that you do not need to be working with is, I think that's one of the biggest problems artists have. We waste a lot of time with clients and jobs that we don't need to be doing. So that's the number one. Check out my work. See if it's compatible. See if that's what they're looking for. Right. Number two, next thing you want to throw out there and get it up. What's your budget? Well, I only got like $20. Okay, you got a problem. Do you want to work for 20 here, 20 there, or okay, I got $500 budget. Okay. Now we're in the ballpark. You want to make sure that the clients that you spend your time talking to has money to fulfill that time. Because you don't want to spend, because what you're going to watch out, what's going to happen is you're going to spend 2 or 3 hours all together talking in front of that, face to face, talking on the phone, doing emails, back and forth, discussing the project, and it's a $20 picture they want you to draw. Okay, you just spent 3 hours before you even picked up your pencil or picked up your paintbrush. So you done went in the hole. You done lost money. So you got to make sure that their budget is worth your time. And people, time is money. And the time you waste talking, boom, that'll hurt you before you can get out the door. So and the next thing we got, you need to show examples of what the client's wanting. For example, is if the client comes up to me and they're talking about, hey Kevin, I'm looking at doing a comic book. Well, first thing I'm going to do, don't show them anything else, but I go straight to my comic books that I've made before. Yeah, here you go. Put it in your hands. Feel of it. Look through it. They need to hold a certain kind of, the same type of product they're asking you to do. That way, it's proof in the pudding that you can get the job done if they can hold it in their hands. So that's very key, because you don't want to talk to someone about doing movie posters if you've never done a movie poster. So you're going to have a hard time getting that job if you've never done that type of job before. So make sure either you have on your phone, this is great for notes, is what I'm using today for notes, but have, okay, I got movie posters, I got sculpting things pictures of like the wax version of a Han Solo that I'm working on and Indiana Jones. So you got to have examples ready to go that you're good at. That way if someone comes up and mentions, hey, I need this done, well, I just did something like that a few months ago. And show them, check it out. You got to have that. They got to see what you can do on what they want. They just get a gist of your talent. That's one thing, but you got to hit the nail on the head on certain type of products. So the next thing is never argue about price. That's why it kind of goes back. It's kind of like a part two, going back what your budget is. You need to know what you want to charge. Whether it's sculpting, painting, doing a sketch, it doesn't matter what it is. Know your price, and even I got little cards that I have. Here's what I do for everything, and I have the price on. Here's what I do. Here's my starting point. And if it's not right, I'm sorry. Maybe good luck. I hope you find the artist that you're looking for. Boom, end that conversation, because you don't want to sit there and realize, boom, they're nowhere near, they can't afford you, and you spend another 2 hours talking to them. Happens all the time at a show. And I got actually another part of this that can, toward the end of this, I'll be able to relate back to this. You can waste a lot of time at conventions and shows. You run into these people asking things about your artist and how much things cost, and boom, you end up wasting a lot of time. I know that you're going to hear that a lot during this video. You waste a lot of time. So, but these all relative go together here. The next thing is, don't chase after small jobs. There's tons of little jobs, $20 drawings, $50 paintings. I'm here to tell you, unless it's for someone that you care about, a really good buddy that that you've known forever, or it's a project that, hey, I was wanting to paint something like this anyway. Do it, get the easy money, buy some more art supplies. But don't sit there and put yourself out there chasing $50 painting jobs. You don't have time for that. Because you're going to end up painting things. When people ask you to paint, draw, or do any kind of artwork, 99 chances out of 100, they're going to ask you to do things that you would normally would not ever come over here and do. I couldn't tell you how many puppy dogs I paint. You know, I don't paint puppy dogs unless someone pays me to paint puppy dogs. I'm not ever going to do it. Anime. You'll never see me do anime unless somebody's dumping a check or popping money in my PayPal account. Not going to happen. So that's, if you don't watch it, you're going to run into doing a lot of crap that you don't want to do for low pay. Don't waste your time unless you just need $50 to upgrade your art easel or whatever. Fine, do it for that. Move on. Don't do it again. So, key. All right, the next one here. Learn to say no to clients. I know what you're thinking. Say no. You're always supposed to say yes. I'm here. No. Trust me, I had to learn this the hard way. And I end up having to do this in the last 7 years. I think I've had 3 clients that I've just had to look at them and say, I don't want you to be my client anymore. That's how annoying the relationship gotten to be. They just started using me, started asking me to do certain amounts of work for no compensation, very little pay, and then you got to be able to know where to draw that line in the sand, and just look at them and say, hey, I just don't think, I think we're at a crosshairs on this project, and I think you need to, find another artist that can fulfill your needs. Because if you don't do this, if you don't learn to say no to people, or someone may come up and say, hey Kevin, will you paint a puppy dog for $50? No. 200 maybe, but I ain't doing one for $50 because I ain't going to enjoy it. So if I'm not going to enjoy it, I'm going to at least be compensated. Learn to say no. Trust me, what no does, it gives you the freedom to go back to your studio and do something that you're inspired and have passion to do. Now, if it's your passion to do puppy dogs, go for it. I'm not against it. But the point I'm getting at, these clients out here, they will want you to do the most ridiculous, stupidest things that you would ever possibly hear. And don't let them bombard you and keep you from, like, this right here, this challenges me. That's why I love doing it. Puppy dogs don't challenge me. So, learn to say no. Get those people out of your deal. Just get rid of them. All right, the next one. You need to have confidence and energy when you're meeting a client. Put your game face on. When you speak, know what you're talking about. When someone asks you, hey, about doing a comic book, boom, answer them. Don't sit there and, well, I don't know. Yeah, I've kind of done that before. Or maybe, don't do that. If you've done, I said I've done 11 comic books. You ask me a question about what I've done in comic books, I'm going to answer you right then and there. Here's how long it takes. Here's how much I'm going to charge. Bam. Know what you're doing. Know how much you're going to charge before clients come up and start haggling. That way, if someone asks, hey, Kevin, I want a 6-inch statue with an elaborate base. Pull out my little sheet. Boom. $700. You got that for your budget? No. All right. Nice meeting you. See you later. I mean, you don't, trust me, wasting time, once again. That's the key phrase of all this. You waste time sitting there jaw-jacking around. And trust me, I'm going to end this note and tell you the whole big story on why that is so important. But definitely, have a good presence. Know what you're talking about. Be passionate about what you do. Express your passion. Sometimes a lot of people will hire you because you influence them with your energy. So keep that energy level up. All right, the next thing we got here, Know who you are as an artist. Me, I'm a sci-fi horror artist. I can do the Bob Ross stuff. I can do some cutesy stuff, but I land my home bases right here doing monsters and spaceships and designing vampires and aliens and stuff like that. That's what I love to do ever since I was a kid. I mean, my mom from age 3 to 9 taught me the Bob Ross stuff. Then I got tired of painting trees, so I'd paint the trees and I'd put me a werewolf in there. I got bored, okay? It wasn't a challenge no more painting happy little trees, okay? I still watch Bob Ross do that. Great fundamentals, but that's not where I don't stop there. I watch him read verify on what I've learned, and it helps me. You gotta have great backgrounds. You can have the coolest monster, but if you don't know how to do a great background, you don't have nothing to compliment it. So I have that kind of respect. But boom, you gotta know who you are, and that's what you gotta push. I push the horror stuff. So if you come up to me wanting to do cutesy bears and crap, I'm gonna tell you no. I'm not gonna waste my own time. So know who you are. All right, next thing you gotta do, when you're especially at conventions, you're going to be at a gallery, meeting people and stuff, you got to look professional. You got to look the part. But, don't be a fake. Don't put on a persona that's not really you. And that's what this whole entire Art Journey series is about, is getting you people to know who I really am. There's nothing fake about me. I'm here to tell you, I'm bold. I can be a little rash. I can be wild, crazy. A lot of people don't like me because trust me, when I make my decision to do something, or if I say I'm going to do it, damn to be hell, I'm going to do it. I don't care, what wall I got to go around, got to go over, got to go under, or hell, I just get pissed off and go right through it. One way or another, I'm going to get the job done. Bottom line, and that's what my whole essence on being that if people who know me as an artist is, if I say I'm going to do something, whether it's drawing, the paintings, the filming, statue stuff, if I say I'm going to do it, give me some time, boom, proof's in the pudding, I show up with it. And that's where I've hung my hat, and that's what has brought me the most return work, is being known for the guy that gets the job done, who says does what he says he's going to do. And that's being real, people. And a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like me. They get over it and I get over it. You know what I'm saying? If you like me, great. Hang out. If you don't, keep on going. Don't waste my time. So, like I said, you gotta look professional, talk to the people, be respectful, learn how to, and if you want to say no, but it's not a fit, say no nicely. And if they don't like what you got to say, excuse yourself. Don't lower yourself if they start getting ugly or antsy or, oh, that's just too high. Sorry, if you can find someone cheaper, I hope you can. Good luck. Don't get wrapped up in their ignorance, so to speak. So, and last, okay, and this, I know it's last, but this is probably the most important thing, mediation. And what I'm talking about mediation is the last 7 years, especially when we go to conventions, I have my wife is usually with me, Penny, and when we're at those conventions, what I'm talking about mediation is I've learned not to be not too, what's the best word I'm trying to say, too much easy access to talk to me. So, for example, you the viewer, you're the fans out there coming up to my table, boom, you see the easel back here. I have my back turned and I'm over here painting. I totally ignore everybody. So if anybody comes to my table, my wife, oh, hey, yes, he's an artist, he does this, he does all this stuff on the table, she's selling stuff on the table, and so she is talking to them. So what that does is, I know it don't sound too personal, but what that does is it adds to the allure. Because now she's sitting there teasing them, making them want to talk to me. So it's building up that tension. It is making it where they're wanting to talk to me even that much more. So, and the funny thing, I actually made a joke one time. We actually had a low Saturday at a convention, not making, there's no one buying nothing. So anyway, was about almost lunchtime, and I said, I got something. This sounds so stupid. When I come up with stupid ideas, the crazy thing is they work. I told my wife, I said, listen, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to paint. I need to get this painting done. I got a client coming tomorrow to pick it up. I got to get this done. So listen, I'm not going to talk to nobody. Bottom line, if anybody wants to talk to me, you tell them, all right, I can schedule you in, pay $50 now, and I'll put you down an appointment for 2 o'clock after he gets back from lunch. One-on-one, 30 minutes, $50. Boom. 20 minutes later, someone comes up and they're asking my wife, listen, he's getting ready to go to lunch right now, but listen, if you want to set up a meeting, so she done the whole spiel, boom, they paid $50, boom, I come back from lunch, done it. 2 hours later, like I think it's like pushing 3 o'clock, another person come up. Before that Saturday night was over with, we made $150 setting up for an hour and a half worth of meetings. $1 a minute, people. See, I got paid to listen to their crap. And all 3 of them didn't turn out to be it's all crap. I'm telling you, those are the 3 stupidest jobs I ever heard of in my life. But I made $150 instead of listen for an hour and a half to 2 hours and not make a penny. Now I know that sounds crazy, ridiculous, but it works. Because here's the key to all this about wasting your time as an artist listening to other people is anybody who is truly interested in hiring you and paying you to do artwork, they will pay to sit down and get a consultation. If they're serious about doing something that's serious and they're willing to pay good money for it. They want to invest their money. Everybody else, oh, well, I had this idea of this superhero, and you'll just hear all this, oh my God, you just want to choke the dang people. Get your best friend, teach them your business, put them up there, let them deal with them, and when they see if they're an idiot, let them excuse them while you just kick back and get some work done. All right? I know all that sounds crazy, but the key thing is, people, don't waste your time. Time is your money. Because time you waste talking to some idiot or talking to a client that's just not a good fit. I mean, if you're not, I don't paint panda bears. Not my thing. So it's nothing wrong with it, but I'd rather do a monster. So if it's not a fit, move on. Give the work to somebody else who's looking for it. That is their thing. And like I said, because every minute that you waste talking to a bunch of idiots, you can turn around, get on your canvas, get on your wax, make something. You're losing time on creating your next best thing. So ladies and gentlemen, that's my top 10 on artist-client relationship. Kevin Sexton.